Arc Hunters, would you like to learn some super secret high technology glitches about Defiance? Would you like to learn how to climb to the top of the New Freedom? Or fly up a ladder? Or even go to the edge of the universe itself? Well, in today's video, I'll be sharing all that and more. So grab yourself a drink, kick back, relax, and prepare yourself to go on a journey where no Arc Hunter has gone before. Arc Hunters, today's video is going to be secret technology. I'm going to start with a little teaser here about ladders, all right? This is how you climb a ladder. Notice. We just, that's the proper, appropriate safety first technique for climbing ladders. You just fly up the ladder. How do we do this? How does this work? Well, I don't know why this works. It's because Defiance is a very trashy game that's held together with duct tape and a prayer. But that's, that's why we love Defiance, is because it's so broken. So today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys like secret technology, all the glitches, all the out of bounds shenanigans that I know, because I've gotten more than enough messages in Discord to like, please make videos teaching all the stuff you know about glitches and all that. And then that made me realize like, it's going to have to be more than one video, right? So this will be the first video. Because if I did, it would be 3 hours long. If I did it all in one video, no one's gonna watch that. No one's gonna watch it. I wouldn't watch it if it was 3 hours long. So I'll try to keep it like 20 minutes, maybe.
Good luck with that.
So how do you fly up ladders? Step 1, assume the crab position. Once we are in proper crab technique, we wanna be totally neutral. Tap your jump button, totally neutral. Tap your jump button again, you fly up the ladder. Because Defiance, that's just how it works. So with a little bit of practice, just like as soon as you run into the ladder, just double tap jump and you'll fly up the ladder. Now how useful, right? Like how useful is this? Maybe it's a little bit useful, I think. Some of the stuff I'm going to show you today is not useful at all, but it's like it can be done. I'm going to show you how to do it. That's what the people want. I will deliver. Boop. Okay, so for our next order of business, we are at Earth Republic Camp. I'm going to show you the most commonly known way to go out of bounds. I know this is review for a lot of you guys, veteran players like me. But there are a lot of people who don't know this. And there's a lot of people who are brand new to Defiance with the Fawkes relaunch. So I want to make sure I include everything. I don't want to leave anybody out. So just bear with me. If this is review, I gotta include it. I know it's like everyone knows how to do this, but you can't take anything for granted. Not everybody knows, all right? So we're going to cover this. And it'll be worth the payoff because I'm going to teach you stuff that even the veteran players don't know. But we got to do this to get to that. It's steps. It's like the ladder, right? The ladder fly. This is like one rung higher on the ladder, so to say. All right. So what we're going to do, we want to get onto that broken roadside here, right? So we're going to come up here with our car, boost early, boost often. And jump out. Cool. Now we're on this broken piece of road. So that's step 1. Then we're going to come up here. You want to hang left. Just jump, and like hug the left side because you will very quickly slide all the way down that hill if you don't. Okay, so now that we're up here, there is an invisible wall right here. And what we're hoping to do is use decoy. So we're going to run into this wall. And the second that we hit that wall, we're going to decoy and hope that the decoy spawns on the opposite side of the wall. That way, when we reactivate decoy to swap places, we will successfully have gone out of bounds. So the more movement speed you have when you do this, the more consistent it is. So I'm going to do that real quick. Nice. Now you notice this is just like me, but I always flick my camera up. So when I hit the wall, I flick my camera up when I activate decoy. I don't know if it actually does anything, but it just could be my own like placebo effect that it works more often. I don't know. I do it the way I do it and it works. It worked. So there you go. Proof in the pudding, right? Anyway, we are now successfully out of bounds. So we're going to drive up this hill next. Cool. All right, from here, we're going to get up there and we're going to jump our car off that cliffside and hopefully land on top of the New Freedom. So, yeah. Hopefully we get it first try. Otherwise, I have to do all that over again, but that's okay. I don't mind. Come up here. Now, you may notice I've got a green marker. All right. Here goes nothing. Give ourselves a good running start. Boost, boost. Oh my God, am I gonna make it? I made it. Yes. Okay, so we are now on top of the New Freedom. I should explain, the character I have parked up at the top there. Oh, that's future technology. You can permanently bind a character to always respawn. Like when you log in, it'll always appear where you left it. There's a glitch. I'm going to teach you guys how to do that too. There's so much to cover. Anyway, let me first explain step 1 of the climb. Oh boy. We need to get up here on that ledge. Now to do that, there is an invisible wall, as you can see, or can't see, but yeah, as you can tell, there's an invisible wall here. Now, thankfully, this particular part of the graphic here is actually not solid, right? As you can see, my legs disappear below it. So what this means is we can drive our car up this angle, wall ride that invisible wall, and jump out at just the right time that will land up on that ledge. That's the idea anyway. And it only gets harder from there too. This is definitely not easy. Me and PK back in the day, we spent a good like 5 or 6 days just beating our heads against the wall, trial and error. Anyway, easy peasy first try. Yup. Nope. All right, we'll try it one more time. Cut. Okay. Okay, we made it on the ledge. It's just the first, this is just the first part. Oh, suffering awaits. Oh my God. The good news is, once you get up there, okay, I'll teach you how you never have to do this again. You can just go up there anytime you want. All right, now that we're on this ledge, our goal is to run, jump, face plant into that wall, and use decoy, and pray that the decoy spawns up there. Because it's very possible the decoy goes through that wall and you get stuck inside the texture. That's no bueno. Then you got to start all over. Oh, what's up, buddy? All right, so we need a lot of movement speed bonus, right? So we're going to do the full reload because I have 45% move speed bonus on full reload on my weapon. And then we're going to get 30% on dodge roll because I have an assault armament shield for a total of 75% bonus move speed. And hopefully that's just enough. We'll see. All right. Dodge roll, sprint, jump, decoy. Yes, we did it. All right. We're up on the ledge. Oh my gosh. Thank God I got that. Okay. All right. So then from here, pretty simple. We just come up here, go around the right side, jump. Okay. Now, from this corner, we got to get to the other corner here. You can't walk on that ledge. It's not big enough for your feet. You'll fall down. So, steady the nerves. Sprint. Jump. Hang left. Ooh. Okay. More tricky business. There's two things that'll happen here. The hope is that we run, jump, decoy, and the decoy spawns right up there, okay? But you got to be careful because notice that my grenades go right through that. This is only solid out to like right around here. So we want to decoy, have it spawn standing there, and then switch places with it. Because your decoy can actually run all the way like out here. But if you switch places, you'll fall because it's not actually solid. The other thing that can happen is you actually get stuck behind this wall here. That's salvageable. If that happens, you just wait your decoy cooldown. I should have brought power stems. Why don't I have power stems? Side note. Anyway, if you get stuck behind that wall, you just decoy through that wall. The goal is to get right up there. So we're going to reload, move speed, dodge roll, move speed, run, jump, decoy, decoy. Okay, so I got stuck inside the wall. So it's salvageable. We'll just decoy through here to get on that floor on the other side of this texture here. Okay, so I need to get unstuck. So hopefully with any luck, we'll do reload, dodge roll, sprint, decoy. Okay, now we're where we want to be, right? So that's where we were, and now we're here. Okay, whew. Come around, jump up, there we go. Next order of business. We're gonna jump from here and face plant into the wall. Common theme, as you can tell. And we're gonna decoy and hope that the decoy spawns up there. Now, we can't aim for this because this, again, is not actually solid. As you can see, my grenades fly right through it. So just a second here for my decoy. All right, we're gonna reload, dodge roll, jump, decoy. Yes, okay. So that's where we were, and now we're up here. We're so close. Oh, we're so close. Imagine like trying to climb, not knowing. It's hard enough when you already know the route to take. Dude, back in the day when we were first routing this, eternal suffering. Eternal suffering, dude. That's all I can say. So we need a small vehicle. The goal now, because you'll notice, if I get my runner, this is just wide enough that your runner fits here. And like we did at the start, we're going to go up this angle and wall ride that and try to drive, or maybe if we have to, jump out and land up there. And again, we have to be careful because, you know it, the floor right there is not actually solid, right? So if we land here, we're okay. If we land there, we fall. It's not actually a solid texture. Now there's three things that can happen here. Ideally, if we do it perfect, we hit the ramp, wall ride, and park our runner right up on top of that wall. Second thing that could happen, we wall ride, jump out of the runner, land up on top of the wall. Third way, we jump out of the runner, don't quite make the jump, decoy, and hope the decoy spawns up there. And of course, the most common option is that you just fall all the way to the bottom. So highly recommend if you're doing this, bring a friend so you can like leapfrog when you fall. You can just go to friend. All right. We're so close. All right. Next, we need double jump technology. Here's another glitch for you. So when you do an outfit change, so like you have like, so my loadout, right? I've got this outfit. It only works if your other loadout has a different outfit. I'm going to make some assumptions as to why this works. My best guess why this works. When you're changing your loadout, the game thinks that you're standing on solid ground. So as that bar fills up, you jump. You're mid-air, your outfit, your loadout swaps. For a split second, you can jump, and you can do a double jump. The timing on this is brutal. I might be here a while. I got a first try. Let's go. I got a first try. All right, we are one trick away from being at the very top of the new freedom. So I should mention it is technically possible if you do a frame perfect maximum height double jump from here. You can land up there. But yeah, that's double jump timing is pretty rough. I'll try it. I'll try it. All right, let's see. Nah, never gonna happen. I've done it before. We're gonna try the approach of from here, run, jump, and decoy. I totally forgot. For movement speed, you can use Escape Artist. You can use Escape Artist, so when your shield breaks, you get 45% movement speed. Yeah, Escape Artist. I was gonna mention that earlier. Sorry, I forgot. Okay. So, hopefully this doesn't just kill me. I made it. I made it. Yes, we've done it. We've done it. There's only one thing left to do. Jump in between here. Jump up here. Jump up here. Ah, yes. Yes. All right. Now that we're up on top of New Freedom, it's the time of the video where I'm going to teach you some super high technology, secret, like forbidden jutsu type stuff. I'm reluctant to even include this at all because I'm afraid that it will get patched, just because there's always that guy who's going to go like on the Fawkes Discord and oh my God, I saw a gamer and he was gaming. What an outrage. Oh, try to get me banned or like tell them they need to patch this or something. Like, get a life, dude. All right, back on topic here. I'm purposely including this like deep into the video because by now like 50% of people have already clicked off the video, and I only want like my real dedicated fan base like to be in on this. So by the way, you know, if you're still here, like, thank you. I appreciate you a lot. Means the world. I'm also not going to include a chapter in the progress bar. So this will be like in the middle of whatever chapter we're on. Like, I don't want people to know about this. So if you're here. All right. Example time. Let's go to Iron Demon Ranch. Doesn't matter. We'll just go wherever. All right. So you notice this little green icon here, extraction point. So I am currently bound to Iron Demon Ranch. So if I log out and I log back in, it's going to plant me at my extraction point at Iron Demon Ranch. Or, you know, like if I go off in combat and I fall and I extract, I'll extract back to my last known extraction point. So the goal is to lose our extraction point completely. We don't want to have an extraction point anywhere. So let's go back to sleeps and jeans. Okay. So what I'm going to do, we'll park right here on the corner. And I'm going to use this menu actually, because I know the bottom right of my screen is cut off by my webcam. We'll go to matchmaking, go to co-op maps, and then we're going to go into the depths, because you can actually solo queue into the depths. You don't need a full party to join it. We'll just go standard, doesn't matter. Okay, enter match. All right. So now that we're in this co-op map, Let me blow myself up here. All right. Now, if I extract, well, I just respawn in the co-op because this is my extraction point now, right? So I don't want to matchmaking leave map, because if I do that, it'll just plant me back at Iron Demon Ranch. If instead I just log out and then log back in, my last extraction point was Iron Demon Ranch, right? So where do I spawn in? I spawn in right back on the corner here on top of New Freedom, because I have no extraction point. My last known extraction point is in a co-op mission that no longer exists. So the game, it doesn't know where to put me, so it just puts me at whatever my last XYZ coordinate was when I entered that mission, which happens to be up here on top of New Freedom. So I don't have an extraction point anywhere on the map. There's no green icon anywhere. I now have no extraction point. And that's how I'm able to bind characters to locations out of bounds. So I can use sleeps and genes, like my own personal fast travel point, to come up here and hang out on top of New Freedom anytime I want. And I don't have to like do that climb every time I want to, right? Now, it's worth noting, if I put her back in bounds, anywhere near an extraction point, then it'll break the glitch. So I leave her up here, she's just parked up there. Like I said, she's just my personal fast travel point to come up here. There's more we can do with this co-op glitch, if you can call it a glitch. I just think it's a feature, you know. It's not a bug, it's a feature, right? So, all right, we're going to go all the way. I'm going to show you guys how to go to the edge of the universe. This is going to be cool. All right, so for this next section, I want you guys to be able to see the chat, so I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller here. That should be fine. Because we're going to get a lot of system error messages popping up in the chat here in this next section. Oh, another thing too, I should mention, I have a system message here. You are now bound to. You are now bound to. That's right, because we don't have an extraction point. So, you know, instead of saying you are now bound to Top-Notch Toolworks or something, it just says, you are now bound to. Anyway, we're going to get a lot of system error messages popping up in the chat here shortly with the next Forbidden Jutsu secret technology kind of thing we're going to do. You know what? I should wait until the sun comes up because it's like all foggy and you can't really see anything. We'll fast forward to when it's nice and bright and shiny, so. All right, the sun is up, the fog is clear, it's a beautiful day, and we need to talk about forced extraction barriers. Now, everyone that explores out of bounds knows about this. So this grid line right here to the west, and this grid line here to the north, even with no extraction point, right? Because, as you recall, you are now bound to nothing, right? I have no extraction point. However, what I do still have, let me log out here so I can show you, a location. My overall location is Mount Tam, and the game will like fail-safe extract you if you go too far out of bounds to an extraction point that is within your general location, which right now for me is Mount Tam. So now, not only do I need to lose my extraction point, I need to lose my general location. So we're going to talk about that next. Well, I have to give the example of what happens. So I'm going to run into that extraction barrier just to show you what happens. Okay, so we're just about to this western grid line here, as I said, right? So if I take like few more steps this direction, it's going to extract me. It's going to force extract me, but we have a way around it. Anyway, just for the example, that's what happens. So everyone that explores out of bounds knows about these limits, and I might be the first person who found a way around it. I might be, I don't know, or at least I'm the first one that shared it with anybody. Okay, well now we're bound to Earth Republic camp, so we gotta go back to Sleeps and Jeans again. And I'll do the co-op glitch here in a minute. I'm gonna run back this way. I know I'm taking extra time, but I had to show the example of what happens with the forced extraction barriers. It sounds like a technical name. I don't even know, you know, that's what I call them. I don't know what to call them. I'm the guy exploring all this stuff, so I'll name it whatever I want to name it. It's like a failsafe, right? Game says, hey, you are way too outside of the controlled world bounds, so they just respawn you, force respawn you. So what I'm going to do is head south here, get like up by where these trees are. And I'm going to teach you guys how to go beyond, to infinity and beyond. We're going to go to the edge of the universe, of the game's world. We're going to like to the very edge where there's literally nothing. How exciting can nothing be? I think it's pretty interesting, actually. I am going to go to one of my other alternate characters. So let's go friends, and let's go to Bullet Baby. Go to friend. All right, so Bullet Baby is right here next to that same partial water tile that we were looking at. And she is strategically located far enough away from anything that if I teleport to her, I won't regain a location. In fact, I could pilot her a little bit further, but I tested it earlier and it's fine where she's at. But what I want to do is jump down here. Oh, don't get extracted. Gonna jump all the way down here, and there's a little bit. There it is. Oh, don't extract. Okay. All right, so now we're way down here at the bottom of the map. So this water tile at the very bottom of the map extends underneath everything in all directions, all the way out to basically this edge here, which is where we're gonna go. So at this point, I want to do the co-op glitch. So we'll go to matchmaking, co-op, into the depths, enter match. And then now that I'm here, I log out. I still have Mount Tam as a location, right? But this one spot in particular, because it's under the map, we're actually going to go underneath the forced extraction barrier. Because you recall, this grid line is where the barrier is. But this water is at the very bottom of the map, so we're actually going to end up going underneath it. Now, while you're doing this, you got to hug the wall, because you'll notice your screen turns gray. But if you hug the wall, it'll snap back to reality. Oop, there goes gravity. So, aha! Now we're getting system error messages. So you see, it says, you have left the controlled world bounds extract to a safe location. We are now past that grid line because we've gone underneath the force extraction barrier. So I want to just keep coming out here a little bit further. Somewhere I can stand right here will work. Now I'm going to do the co-op glitch again. So co-op, into the depths, standard, enter match. And we're going to go log out. Log in. I still have Mount Tam. I'm just going to keep repeating this until I don't have a general location, basically. So now you notice, whoa, why am I like out in the water, right? It changed my location, which is interesting. Okay, hug the wall, matchmaking, co-op, into the depths, standard, intermatch. Log out. With any luck, my location is gone. Location, ... I now have no extraction point and I have no general location. Now I don't have to go under the extraction barrier at the bottom of the map. I can just walk right through it. So now I'm going to teleport back to Bullet Baby, and I should be able to just walk right through that force extraction. So we'll go friends, Bullet Baby, go to friend. And with any luck, remember, this grid line right here, as soon as I hit that grid line, it should start flooding my chat with the error message. So the only reason we were able to go past this earlier is because we went underneath. Oh, it didn't work. Why didn't it work?
Get wrecked, noob.
Okay. I thought about it, and I think I understand why it failed. So, I reset up the glitch on my character, so I have no location, no extraction point. I also set up that glitch on my alt, so I have no location and no extraction point. I think what happened is that when I went to my alt, Bullet Baby, because she had a general location of Mount Tam, could be that it defaulted my general location to be the same as the character that I went to, right? So because I used GoToFriend on a character that had Mount Tam as a location, it could be it defaulted my location on my character to Mount Tam as well. So now I've got no location, no extraction on her, as well as on my main. This is the kind of wacky stuff you do when you're trying to break the game, you know? This is how we discover all of it in the first place. So she's got no location, I've got no location. So now with any luck, if I go to that player, I won't have a general location. All right. The reason I want to be in the same instance as my alt, because I want to show you from a third-person point of view, or like other characters' point of view, what's actually happening on my main character. You'll see what I mean here coming up. All right. Please let this work. Okay. Excellent. We can now run through extraction barriers. I believe my hypothesis is correct. I needed both my characters to have no general location. All right. So now that I'm like down here, obviously I'm like way down here, far away from my alt, right? Let's see from her point of view, I'm still standing on that grid line. So I'm piloting my character outside of where the game thinks my character is, because as soon as my character hits that grid line right there, that's where the forced extraction barrier is. So I'm kind of like having an out-of-body experience on my main character, right? So anyone looking at me would think that I'm, oh look, it did the extraction effect like it's extracting me. But it can't extract me because it doesn't know where to put me. So that's why it just spams my chat with that message. You have left the controlled world bounds, extract to a safe location. Every time that message appears, it's trying to extract my character. But because I have no extraction point, and because I've overridden the failsafe of a general location, it doesn't know what to do with me. So the game thinks that I'm back up there. Meanwhile, I'm piloting myself past the extraction barrier. It's worth noting some weird stuff going on here too, right? If I try to spawn my vehicle doesn't appear. If I try to use an ego power, it immediately shuts itself off. So, I guess you could say the game thinks I'm dead or something. Notice, look at my reload. I have no reload. Oh, I love this kind of stuff. And again, there's no way to abuse this. Oh, you have infinite ammo. Yeah, but what am I gonna do with it? There's no enemies out here. You know, there's no way you can really take advantage of this. It's purely just for fun and exploration. So I really hope they don't like patch it or something. Or some guy snitches on me and tries to get me banned. For what? For what, dude? This is like, Defiance is a 9 out of 10, but it gets 10 out of 10 because of stuff like this. Like this is really cool. To me, being, you know, one of the people that loves exploring out of bounds and just like breaking the game, I love that it's broken. This is like the kind of stuff I live for, man. Anyway, we're gonna go to the edge of the universe, and then we'll call it a wrap. I gotta be careful not to fall in the wrong area, or I might get stuck. Oh, I remember. There's a really cool, like, broken texture of the floor. It's like right up here, I think. It's been so long since I've been out here. Like, I thought I would... Oh, dude, we're like on the way backside behind New Freedom. Check that out. Yo, dude, this is so cool. This brings back so many memories. Man, I love this game, dude. I'm so glad this game came back. Hey, there it is. The zigzags. The floor is all zigzags over here, dude. Check this out. You know, this is like the kind of stuff that, like, no player has ever seen before. Unless they've done the very specific setup, trial and error, ridiculous, like, glitches to go this far. I don't know. As far as I know, I'm the first person to ever get, like, this far out of bounds, you know? So... somewhere up here at some point, I do want to jump down to the bottom of the map again. I'm just trying to remember. I think it's right here. Is it right here? It's like where the zigzag stops. I think we jump. Geronimo! Good thing there's no fall damage in this game, right? Holy moly. Okay. Alright, yeah, I remember. So now, it's gonna be a lot of swimming. We are gonna go all the way to that corner. That corner right there. There's nothing that exists beyond it. So, anyway... Oh, we're there. We made it. Okay. All right. We made it to the end of the universe. So, cool thing you can do here. You can get your camera stuck. Oh. Oh. Let's see. Wait a minute. Do I got it? Oh. There it is. There it is. I got my camera stuck. Later, nerds. Oh, it snapped back. All right, so, cool thing. Check out the map. This is something like no one's seen before. So for reference, let's look at the map here. All right, see how this river goes up and it gets cut off here, right? Like all this gets cut off. Take, for example, what you see here. What you see here. So when you make it all the way to the edge of the map, check this out. This river runs into a lake here. You can never normally see that. Up here, remember? Like, we could only see like this, but it expands. It's got like a, oh, it looks like a face. See that? So all this detail on the map is here and no one ever sees it. No one ever sees it. The only way to see it is if you come literally to the very edge of the map. For some reason, your map expands and you can see more stuff. See, you can't see that stuff. You can't see, there's no face because the face is like right here. But when you get here, it expands. Look at that. That's crazy. Like, they drew this, like, when they made the map, you know, like, they designed it and no one ever sees it. I think that's pretty cool, man. I'm just saying, to me, that kind of stuff is, like, really cool. Anyway, I'm definitely going to make more videos. Like I said, there's a lot more cool stuff, but I also, you know, I don't want to make it like a 3-hour long video. I'd rather make 4 or 5, 6. But whatever the case. What? Oh, look at. Oh my gosh, what in the world? Well, there we go. All right. I guess the best way to end the video is to jump off the edge of the universe, right? All right. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, happy hunting, everybody.